Hey, hey, it's TKJRS. Hey, hey, it's TKJRS. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's the TKJRS Reveal Show. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's Friday, y'all. I probably thought I wasn't even coming on, but I'm here. I am here on the TKJ Reveal Show. It is Friday, and I'm looking at the camera. It looks like I'm kind of slow. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but how have you guys been? Everybody social distancing, everybody enjoying their stay at home, quarantining with each other. Look, let me tell y'all something. Woo, I gotta take a big sigh, like woo sigh, because I want to say quarantine has been awesome. Quarantine has been awesome, but although I'm quarantining, it does not mean that I want to do a lot of things. Sometimes I have my days that I want to be creative, and sometimes I have my days where I just want to relax. Okay, I'm telling you, you'll weigh yourself thin if you're trying to always overdo yourself. If you're trying to overdo yourself, you will overdo yourself. So I know for me, I have to take time out and rest a little, rest my mind. And all that great stuff. Okay, so on the TKJ Reveal Show, like I said, it's Friday. Breathe in, breathe out. That's how we do it over here on the TKJ Reveal Show. But I know you guys are watching me on Periscope and some on YouTube Live, and I appreciate you guys. I said I was going to come on and give thanks to some of the people that have been emailing me about the show, saying they love the show. I got to get those emails. I apologize. But if you have anything good to say about the show, you can always make sure you send us an appreciation letter. You can always send us topics, and we'll see if we can fit those topics in. We do our hot topics. We have our let's talk. And then sometimes we just go and we just talk about everything. Okay. We might have a subject that we're going to talk about. But today, you see, we have hot topics. That's what we're doing today. We got my little hat on, my little attire, got to rock the fashion. I got to rock the fashion, okay, over here. But like I was saying, there's been a lot of people reaching out. I even love the people after the show. They've been giving their hearts. A lot of people have been tuning in to the Periscope shows. People have also been leaving great messages on our YouTube. So I appreciate that. You guys have been giving us the thumbs up. That's a wonderful thing, because I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not like the average Joe. I'm not talking about nobody's business. So it is sometimes hard when you're not talking about what everybody else is talking about. When you're trying to do your own little thing, you got your own little business, and you trying to be positive, it takes a while for people to catch on. But you know what? People are. I had to start over. I had to start all over. Like I said, when I used to be on Periscope, we used to have hundreds of people over there joining in on the conversation. Matter of fact, I was just talking to my guy Lewis about this. Me and Lewis talked the other day, and he said, man, I remember when we used to be on Periscope. Sometimes you can't help but go back to what things used to be. But he's like, man, we used to be on Periscope, and we all used to have fun and used to do your long, your videos and things like that. But times change, people change, your audience will change, and you got to keep accustomed to, well, the audience has to come to me, for one. The audience has to come to me. I'm not looking for an audience, but when you come to me, baby, guess what? I ain't got to look no further, because you know what you like. People know what they like. They know what they see. They know if they're into it. And it's all up to the people to say, this is what I want to come behind. This is what I want to connect with. If you waiting to connect with people talking about other people, okay, You waiting for to connect with people for other people. You won't connect with those people. We can't make people connect with us. So anyway, the Key to Cherry Bill show, my weekend, y'all, my crops are growing. I wish I had a video that I could show you. I was picking out the lettuce today in the garden. I have my spinach is coming out more. We got strawberries that starting to blossom. We got all kinds of vegetables. If you follow my Snapchat or my Instagram, at exist the letter N nature. I have to make sure I say that N because people forget about that. They always say IN, but it's not IN, it's the letter N. So if you follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, you'll see the crops in the backyard. You see I'm gardening. This is like my 4th year gardening, making sure that I have my food displayed so I can eat because you never know what's going to happen. People have been saying that it's so hard to get seeds now. I don't know. I know I was looking for some thyme and I couldn't find thyme, but it was my fault because when I went to the store originally, when I bought seeds, I forgot to get thyme. But then I went back and I said, you know what, I got to get my thyme. So I went back, got my thyme, and I found some grown thyme at the health food store. So that's what I did. So I'm, 4th year as a gardener. I don't have a green thumb yet, but let me tell you, I'm growing some damn shit, okay? So that's what you got to make sure that we're doing. We got to make sure we're growing our own food. We got to make sure that we are getting back to some of the old ways of doing things. Everything is so fast paced. Oh, hold on. Everything is so fast paced, y'all. Look. Oh, everything's so fast paced. We so busy moving around, right? We forgetting what we got to do, right? We forgetting homegrown food, okay? We forgetting we got the garden, we got to learn how to cook, all those things that we getting away from. I'm sorry to say, but that's what we doing, y'all. That's what we doing. Women forgetting how to do their own hair. Women forgetting how to do their own nails, okay? We forgetting how to do everything. Okay? We forgetting. I'm going to tell y'all, look, my daughter this weekend, my daughter and her friend. So my daughter said, Mom, y'all know I always got to talk family talk because I'm a mother. I'm a mother of 2, okay? I have a 22-year-old and I have a 15-year-old. And I ain't ashamed to say it because nobody can tell. They always say, you what? You have, how old is your son? What? People can't, look, when you take care of yourself, you feel so good about yourself. Because people can't tell your age. That's a good thing. That's a good thing when people can't tell your age. But anyway, like I was saying, my daughter had a friend, one of her girlfriends come over and help paint, right? She wanted to change her room. She's been envisioning this for quite some time. And I said, well, you know what? Now that we're quarantining, and this is probably a good time for you to invite, bring your friend over. Y'all can do something, in the house productive, right? Instead of dancing all the time and whatever they be doing when they come over, right? Or when she go over there. So, she had a girlfriend come over and we picked out paint and everything. And we already had like the rollers in the house and, couple paintbrushes. I got a couple paintbrushes. I told them, I said, look, I'm social distancing. Y'all gonna do this. I told her, look up some videos on YouTube because YouTube is a university. And most of the time, these kids want to look up everything else. We got to put our kids to the test and let them say, look up stuff that's meaningful for you, the stuff that you want to do, not just what you feel like you want to do, but the stuff that you need to do for yourself. So I had to tell my daughter, you do this on YouTube, you figure out what you want to, how you want to paint your room, what color you want to paint your room. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'll support you. Bought the paint, she got the paint, and they did the room, did a great job on it. They put the tape up, the painter's tape, did 2 coats in the room. And like I said, I'm social distancing. I'm mom. I don't need to be there. Because kids are grown, right? So they wants to be grown. You know how you were when you were like 15, 16 years old. You wanted to be grown. So anyway, you be grown and you go ahead and paint your room. But they did a wonderful job. Did a great job, right? I can't complain about that. I can't complain. But then this weekend, one of my family members, right, extended family, right, I have to say extended family because it's not, he's not in, well, I've known him since he was a young boy, right, but he's the cousin of my son, so they're very close. And Antoine Brooks Jr. And let me share a little bit of this. So I tell y'all, Antoine Brooks Jr., okay, played for the Maryland Terps. He NFL draft. So of course we're happy. We're proud of him. Let me say that we are so proud of Antoine Brooks Jr. Okay, and we want to say this. We want to say this about Antoine Brooks Jr. I got to say the name again so y'all can remember. You got to embed this in your mind, right? So Antoine Brooks Jr. Here we go. Antoine Brooks Jr. here. Like I said, he played for the Terps, and he's my nephew. So he is my son's father's nephew, and he got drafted to the Steelers this weekend. So Antoine Brooks Jr., he was the 6th round pick, 109, well, what did it say, 2020 NFL draft. He was the 6th round, and he was the 198th pick. And as I said, he was with the Terps. He played with the Terps. So I'm so happy for him because he gets to, do what he has wanted to do since he was a little kid. He's always been an athlete. His number was 25, y'all, with the Terps, okay? So he's going to be playing with the Steelers this weekend. And some things that they had to say about Antoine Brooks Jr. is he's an alpha personality on the field, built like a brick mailbox, pursues with good leverage, comes to balance as open field tracker, squares and scraps laterally to maintain tackle positions, former quarterback. So that, those are things that they had to say about some of the guys on here that have been drafted. But I just want to say, I think he was one out of maybe 4 people that was drafted with the team or what have you. So I'm happy for all the people that have been drafted. To say, Antoine, I'm so proud of you. I sent him a message, okay? I sent him a message. He said, "Thanks, Auntie. I'm so proud to see people doing what they want to do in their lives. It is not always easy. The things that we want to do, it's not easy for us to get in position to do those things. So I have to give congrats to him and know that he has worked hard to get to where he wants to be. And so now I got to give me a Steelers jersey to support him. My son, my son is in the Navy. So my son is out in California, and my son was like, he witnessed because they had Zoom calls. So my son witnessed, I guess they sent the Zoom link out to the immediate family or what have you, immediate cousins and, the nephews and all that and nieces. And so, my son was able to experience his cousin being drafted to the Steelers. So that is one thing that I'm so proud of, to say. But anyway, remember that name, y'all, Antoine Brooks Jr. He was number 25, but of course, I don't think they're supporting the number anymore. I don't think he's going to be 25 once he gets his jersey with the Steelers. I know they already have some things in position right now for him where he's supposed to be safety or something like that. So I'll keep you guys abreast of Antoine Brooks Jr. Okay, remember he's playing with the Steelers, so he's going to be going to Pittsburgh, playing with the Steelers. Now to talk about sports, Mike Tyson, y'all. I just got word not too long ago that my guy Mike Tyson is supposed to be making a comeback. Okay, so I don't know how y'all feel. I know I just heard Mike say not too long ago that he was not thinking about being drafted. I mean, not being drafted. What am I talking about? Now, Mike was not talking about coming back to boxing. I remember hearing Mike talking about boxing was a blood sucking business, and that's just not something that he was into. And he's doing well. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, with his money and all, he has his business, he has his resort. So he's supposed to be training for boxing right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. But Mike is supposed to be training for boxing, y'all. So, like I said, he said it was a blood-sucking business. Now he's supposedly training and coming back. I mean, I've been hearing Mike talking, saying some really good things about, human life and spirits, and he's been talking about a lot of things. But I don't understand why Mike would want to come back, but only he knows. I mean, that's not really my business. That's Mike's business. I'm just reporting that Mike is now training, from my understanding, for boxing, and he's making a comeback at 53. I just think, maybe he should just stay doing what he's doing. His podcast, his resort, his other stuff. But who am I? Who am I to tell someone what to do? Okay. I mean, if you feel it in your heart, if you feel it in your bones, then do it. You can do it all day. Do what you want to do. It's your prerogative. So, but anyway, that's Mike's call. That's something that he's into. He wants to get back into boxing. I don't know who talked Mike into this. I really don't. But I was just hoping that Mike would see it for himself. Like he said, it's a blood-sucking business. Mike, I really think you should think about this. I don't think you should go back into the ring. I mean, he had some things to say about the business, and now you're going back. I don't know, Mike. I'm confused. Hit me up so we can talk about it or something. I don't know. Anyway, how many of y'all have seen Keenan Ivory Wayans, right? Who's seen Keenan Ivory Wayans, y'all? Keenan Ivory Wayans is something else. Keenan Ivory Wayans. That's all I can say. Okay, that's all I can say. Cause I was really tripping off of this. I'm like Keenan really got me on this right here. Right, I was surprised that Keenan will pull something like this off. But I have to understand, Keenan is a comedian, right? He's a comedian. Keenan Ivory Wayans pulled this Instagram off. It was a joke. If anybody thought that Keenan actually was doing this just to do it, I mean, like he did it because he didn't know how to work Instagram. You can tell that it was a setup. Some people act like that he was really working Instagram, and he just didn't know what he was doing. But it was all a setup. It was comedy. And I thought it was rather funny. It's all over Instagram. I saw it yesterday. I saw it. When I saw it, I was like, oh, he's just giving a speech. And it didn't dawn on me to actually look at the entire video. So I saw it on Earthquake's page on Instagram. And then I ended up going to Keenan's page because I was like, hold on, let me go over there and give credit to Keenan, for giving his speech to the 2020 graduates, right? So then all of a sudden, the video going past, and I see the last ending. I'm like, what? No, Keenan Ivory Wayans did not do this. But yes, so if you guys have not seen the video of Keenan Ivory Wayans, I'm going to share it on Periscope and YouTube, because that's what we're streaming live on both. Okay. And then we have our audio platform. Of course, we are on Stitcher, we are on Anchor, we are on iHeartRadio, we are on Google Play, we are on many sites. Okay. So anyway, let me share with y'all what Keenan I can't stop laughing myself. It's too funny, y'all. It's too funny. Anyway, let me share with y'all this video of Keenan Ivory Wayans. I just gotta say, Keenan is a trip. Keenan is a trip. I don't know what made Keenan do this, but anyway, he said, "Shit, Teddy Riley and Babyface is not gonna get. They not gonna get all the recognition. Okay, I'm coming back with a vengeance. I'm not gonna allow Riley and Babyface to do it because he probably around their age. He had to come back and do something too. He said, shit, I'm missing out. It's quarantine time. But anyway, here's the video. Keenan is funny. All right, here we go.
Okay, so I just push that right button. Yeah, right there. Hi, everybody. This is Keenan Ivory Wayans. I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I know this sucks. You worked your ass off, and now you don't even get to work. But that's what makes you the greatest generation of this new millennium. In the face of a global pandemic, you stay focused, continue to work hard, and achieve your goals. That's the kind of leaders we're going to need in the future. I wish you guys all the best. Keep striving, keep smiling. No. Okay, so I just push that right
there. Hold on. Look, listen. Let me tell you, when I saw the ending of that, I burst out. I said, oh, first of all, my mouth was wide open because I'm looking like, is that Keenan's real ass hanging out like that? I didn't realize. I thought it was maybe like what they call them, like some type of prop or whatever that he had on his backside. I'm like, damn, how old is Keenan? Muscular guy. He still got it. He got a nice little butt, nice little backside. Excuse me, y'all. I'm having a moment. I said, Keenan got a nice little backside. You know, I know y'all. If this been listening and looking, they probably ain't trying to hear that. But Keenan had a nice little backside, and in the front, I don't know. It looked like he had something laying on the front of it, like like a pouch or a t-shirt or whatever, because you could see when he was walking past to go back to where his son was. It looked like something was hanging there. His son said, "Why don't you have on any pants?" His son said, "Why don't you have on any pants?" Okay, but I don't know. You know, I just thought that was rather funny, you know, for him to do. But people are having a good time during this quarantine. When people are enjoying themselves, people are finding out other ways of making money, and not just, you know, Erykah Badu's on her shows. A lot of other people are doing things online. Even Facebook is coming out now with where they're allowing people to charge now on their streams so they can get paid on their stream. And I'm wondering how much money are they going to be taking out of it? Because, you know, PayPal is PayPal's probably the cheapest at the most to take out money, because I think YouTube is 30%. They take 30% or more. I'm not going to just say 30%, but they take 30% or more from the cash that's sent to you. So you have to be careful with that, because most people aren't even getting the money. From my understanding, you're not even getting the full check from your from that cash, whatever they're doing, the cash, the credit thing on YouTube. I forget what it's called. But PayPal is 2.3%. You only have to pay them. And I think I don't know what Cash App is, but I've heard a lot of people say they don't like using Cash App for their own reasons. I'm not sure, because I don't use Cash App. We use PayPal. So you know, that's what I've heard. So I have a story that I was going to discuss about women. Well, not just women, but Americans moving to Ghana, right? Let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to find the story, if I can find it. Let's see. I don't think that's it, but it's about this lady. She's an American. She marries this chief in Ghana, and I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit, if I can find the story. Okay, so you got women that are marrying kings in Ghana. I think it was on this guy's channel too, where I was looking at it. And my only reason for looking at it is because I had gotten into I'm always educating myself on things, and I love to challenge myself to learn new things and listen to the obvious, what's not the obvious, of course, of everyone else. I like to do my own research. I like to figure out, what some people are doing on the other side, because you always have everybody that's following everybody on one side, and then you have your independent thinkers, right? I'm more of the independent thinker. I like to, find out about the world, find out about culture, see what other people are doing in different cultures. That's kind of my thing. So I've been thinking about taking this trip to Ghana and trying to, just wanting to see another side of the world. And as I was looking, I saw a video that came up about this American woman that had moved to Ghana, and she ended up marrying this chief. Well, the thing is, the chief was already married, right? So the story is the chief was already married to somebody. And look, listen to the story. So the lady from America, she moved to Ghana. She was at some place where I guess they were educating them on something. I can't remember. That's why I wanted to pull the video up. But she was educating. They were educating them on something. And so there was a Ghanaian that was there, and the guy took interest in her, of course. So the lady, they ended up going out or whatever. He ended up telling her he was married already. So he's already married once to a woman in Ghana. And then this lady, the American woman, she's not she said, look, I'm not I'm not a housewife. She said, she said, I have my own money. So it's not that I want this man for money. I want this man for more of affection, more of attention thing, and I'm not his first wife. I'm not like his first wife. His first wife is more of a homemaker. She cooks, and she's more at home. And of course, I was talking to a Ghanaian guy that I know, and he was telling me, he said, yeah, this guy's a chief, because the guy's a chief that she ended up marrying. And of course, he was telling me that the second marriage, when people get married, even in Africa, it doesn't take precedence over the first one. So it may not even be recorded in Africa that this second marriage exists. Of course, the relationship, the first wife knows that you have a second wife, but it's not like it's on paper, if you get my drift. So you can marry who you want to, but in Africa, but it's not going to be listed as you are this person's wife. So that being said, the lady, the American woman was like, the American woman was saying that, like I said, she didn't want to be a homemaker. She told the guy, and some Africans, this is from my understanding, and this is from the conversation that these people had. The guys are some of the guys are so used to women being what they would call submissive. The woman being at home cooking, and this is not always the case with all Africans. It's not like African women don't work. They're not educated. You know, we kind of look at it that way. But sometimes the ones that have all these multiple, you know, the ones that are in these multiple relationships, some of them are home and just having more of a family structure, taking care of the kids, because we know back in the day where they consider people having a strong family, what they would say it takes a village to raise a family. The village was more so of, you know, you having multiple women, you know, helping you with your children, or you may have some men that may step in to take the place to help the father out in a sense. But of course, all of these people are married, so it's more of a structure. But the American woman was saying she wasn't into the marriage, you know, per se, just to take care of him in that way, like to be a homemaker. She said his first wife is a homemaker. I'm not a homemaker. I have my own money. I'm doing for myself, you know. And then the guy stepped in and he said, she said, tell him what you was telling me about me as a woman. And the guy was like, oh, you're like a man. You're like a man. This is the guy, Ghanaian man. He's saying to the American woman, he said, oh, you're like a man. You don't need me. You don't really need me for anything. You know, she wants him around, but she was like, I don't need you. And I think we have this battle with men and women where women say, I don't need a man. It's more so I want a man. That's what women are saying. I'm not saying that it's right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, have I said it? Yes, I've said it in the past, because you go through relationships and you start to figure out people, and you start to figure out what you can do with and what you can do without. And you figure to yourself, what do I really need in a relationship, and what do I want in a relationship? So I think what women, we start to piece these, I need, I want, I don't need that, because of the bad things that have happened to them. They figure with certain men, they don't need to have that. I want to have this. So that's where that tug of war of need and want is. And with this woman, she said the same thing. She said, although I'm the second wife, you know, they're looking for land together. She's like, they don't live together, you know, because, you know, usually in some of the places, some of these men, you know, that have multiple wives, some of the wives live together. Some of the wives have their own places, you know. And I actually used to talk to, when I used to come on Periscope, there was a guy that I cannot think of his name. He used to come on Periscope, and he had a conversation with me one time about having multiple wives, because he has multiple wives. And he was also saying it's a lot of work to have multiple wives. You know, this American woman was like, well, he has two wives. The guy asked them, well, what happens if he wants a third one? And the woman was like, I'm not interested in a third woman. And we've already discussed that. And she said, if he desires another woman, she's walking away. And you're entitled to that. Because if you come in the picture and your first wife is like, I don't want multiple wives, but this man, and of course the first wife has to, I guess, approve it. So the first wife will have to approve that you could have a second wife, you know, unless there's something else going on where the man is controlling the relationship to some degree, you know, and he doesn't care what the woman is saying. I'm taking care of you, you know, as long as I'm taking care of you, I get to do what I want. So if you come in this relationship, you have your stuff, the woman has her stuff, you know, you can't control the relationship that much. Then she gets to decide what she wants out of it. Do I want to be in a relationship where the man is controlling every single thing and he gets to do whatever he wants? Or do I have some say so, and do I get to control my side of the relationship and say, I no longer want to deal with this, or I'm not going to deal with this, and I'm putting all of my I'm putting everything on the table to say this is what I'm going to accept in the beginning, and this is what I'm not going to accept. So if that man goes against what what you guys have discussed and agreed to, then you as the woman can walk away, right? You get to walk away. That's just like a divorce. I mean, although they may not literally be married, like I said, on paper, but the woman still gets to walk away. She gets to walk away with her pride and say, I told him that I wasn't going for that. He went against what I said I would agree to, and let it be. But I mean, I can see where people are okay with, because I feel like it's not my business when you are marrying multiple people. That's you guys' business. That's not for me to decide. That's not for me to gripe about. That's for you and that person to deal with. You all have to deal with that. Who am I? I'm just somebody that's listening to your story. That's all. So like I said, this American woman, she was like, I'm not dealing with a third wife. We're looking for land right now. We're getting ready to build another house. And if he decides that he wants a third wife, I'm rolling. And she has every right to roll. Just like if he doesn't agree with things that happen with her, he has every right to roll. But he's this guy, this chief, because like I said, chiefs, from my understanding, from what I was told from my Ghanaian friend, chiefs in Africa, they have money, they have land, they have a lot of stuff. So this American woman could have been like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and settle in this relationship since this guy is telling me that he can offer me some things. People will take some things like that when it benefits them. And I'm not saying every woman is like that, but if it's going to benefit you, where she can get land, she can get a house built and all kinds of stuff. Because from my understanding, it's not even that expensive if you're an American. The money that we're used to in America, you can get a goddamn huge house in Ghana. You hear me? Kumasi, Accra. You can get, and I've been doing my research because I said, damn, I might have to get me a house somewhere in Ghana. I don't know. I might have to get me some land or something, because I'm telling you, it don't cost you hardly anything to build a house. I was listening to these brothers from DC, from Maryland, DC. I think one of the other guys was from somewhere else, but they were the guy gave a tour of his house, and he was saying, I've been telling people that they need to start moving, not really moving, but get you some land. Get you some land in Africa. I think Nigeria's coming up. Of course, Ghana's coming up. So people from America are starting to realize we can move to Ghana, get some land. You can still work your job here. Of course, you would have to get you a visa to get cleared and everything to go there. But you got folks that's moving, getting land, and for the land that they're paying, there's no taxes. That's the thing. There's no taxes. So you're not paying taxes like you're paying in America. Oh, I done my research, y'all. That's what I do. You don't pay taxes like you pay in America. You pay for your land. You pay for your house. That's it. And if you want to get an apartment, and I've read this to be true, if you want to get an apartment, you don't have to. I know they have it where you have to pay the full year, but their apartments, some are expensive. Don't get me the line, because I've seen some newer communities, luxury style communities in Ghana, and you're paying $1,200 a month. Okay, so but a luxury apartment, that's still, and I'm talking furniture. You got it's already furnished. If you go online and look at some of these apartments in Ghana, you're gonna be like, God damn, it's already furnished and you paying $1,200 a month. That's a steal. compared to here in America, you paying $3,000 to $4,000 for a luxury style apartment. And who's to say that that apartment is coming with furniture? You hear me? So I'm just saying to people, I don't care who you are. I know they got the Chinese over there building up. And I don't know if that's about to come to an end because y'all already know what's going on with that. But they have I know even in Jamaica, but Jamaica, certain parts of Jamaica, I don't know. I haven't been hearing much talk about Jamaica. I've only been hearing talk about like Ghana, Nigeria. They're really starting to build up, and people are going over to buy land. People from America are opening up storefronts in Ghana. I have to go travel, y'all. I'm used to traveling. I was supposed to go to freaking Jamaica this year, and I didn't get to go, and I'm so upset because of this. And as a matter of fact, we were supposed to go this month, May, okay? And I didn't go. So next year we're talking about going back. I'm going to Aruba. I've been to Aruba already. Aruba's beautiful. I have to find me some land. Outside of America, because I'm not trying to be paying taxes on my house. If you could sell when you retire, you may be able to go live somewhere where it's dirt cheap, and your retirement is going to be stretched the hell out. You hear me? Your retirement, you don't even have to worry about having. I mean, you could still don't get me wrong. You can still keep your house here in America if you have a house and rent that out. But you could still retire, have your land there, have your house there, and then your rent money that's coming from your house here, you pay whatever taxes you got to pay off. And Lord have mercy, you taken care of in Ghana. But Ghana's beautiful. They got a lot to offer. We look at, and I'm saying we collectively. I know the stories that we have seen of Africa. Now with YouTube, you're able to see so much more. You're able to see they have luxury style salons. They have museums. They have. It's another area, prom, that a lot of people from America are moving to, and it's a lot of people that have retired that moved to Africa. But there's a lot of people that have not retired. They're just doing their own business. People are figuring out. I think it was a young lady. She's probably in her 20s. I was looking at a video of hers where she moved from New Jersey, I believe. She moved and she has a food truck that she developed in Ghana. And, she was on some show and they were asking her, what was a show on YouTube, but they were asking her, why did she move? And she said, well, I used to work for the post office and I saved over $13,000, to get me a food truck developed. She said, I was thinking about doing it in America, but I figured it was just so pricey to do it in America. She ended up moving to Ghana, and they showed the food truck when she got the food truck developed. So she's going to be selling like Jamaican style food. They have so many like places restaurants you can go to. I was looking at the food in Ghana, and I'm like, the restaurants that they were going to, the food was like 90 cents in American dollars. 90 cents. Because in Ghana, you pay CD, you pay by CD, but the dollar, the currency is so small there than it is here. So much smaller. I'm telling y'all, do y'all research, okay? And I'm pointing my finger, but I'm pointing down here. Do your research. Like I said, some women are going there finding boo-boos. Some women are going there finding love. I'm not saying the men in America are not doing it for them, but I'm just saying women are going to Ghana. They're finding love. They're finding tranquility. People are retiring there. Some people are getting married to a person, in the second one. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not trying to be nobody's second nothing. You hear me? If that's the case, you can stay in America. But I'm saying, if the man got a lot to offer, I can see why a woman would be like, okay, it's a business deal. I'll be the second one, but it's a business deal. And if you can get good business out of service, then why not? I'm not saying that I'm all for that, but I can see how you could be talked into it. Because there's a lot of business deals out here, even with the first marriage. A lot of times people get married together, it's for finances. We don't know what it's for. They know what they both got married for. You got people that prey on people because they have money. It happens. It goes both ways, man and woman. I'm not going to just say one gender over the other. Both do it. It happens, but it's all up to you and what you stand for and what you feel is going to get you through. But make sure the person knows that it's a business deal. We going in this as a business deal. Like, we're not in love. I can do what I want to do. And because there's married people out here like that. Business. Okay. But check out some of these videos, you guys. And I will talk to you later. This is the Key to Jerry Bill Show.